Dun 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 dun.
I saw him at church.
At the same Mount Zion?
Yes. Which got me worried if it was real because the demons weren't coming out. I'm like, how is this nigga sitting there? Like, still, the way he is.
A lot of people go to that church.
Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Pompey at Mount Zion. I've seen Esther Chungu, Francia.
Yes, a lot of celebrities actually go to that church. But I've never been though.
The lady there, that just
But why haven't you been there?
No, I don't go to that church. I go to a different church.
What church do you go to?
I'm an Adventist, but I've not been in a long time.
SDA.
Yes.
SDA's got one of the biggest freaks, eh? Some of the biggest freaks I know at SDA.
Yeah, when people backslide from that church,
No, the one who just came in.
Wait, when people backslide?
From that church, man,
they go to SDA.
They go.
When people backslide from SDA, they go nuts. That's what he's saying.
Oh, serious?
Not nuts, but they go very far. Like,
listen, I've always wanted to ask, right? Who said that Saturday is the seventh day? How did you arrive at that?
What time is this interview starting?
It's already started.
I noticed.
Yeah, but I mean, if you count from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
No,
Saturday,
but do you know who created the calendar though? Or when the calendar was
but
created?
aren't there like 3 or 4 calendars? I know there's the Gregorian calendar, there's the...
So my point
the
is-
Ethiopians have their own calendar.
My point is when the earth was being created, the day that God created it, the earth and when
Was
he
that the
rested.
first day?
That's my point is how then do you determine when the first day was? Do you understand my question?
Showstar,
Because people then created a calendar.
Yeah, but you know how a lot of things were created like years later and people just needed some sort of order, you know? Mm-hmm. I'd lie if I don't have a reason as to why they called Sunday as the first day and Saturday as the seventh. But I guess it's just about order, you know? People need some sort of order.
I guess so. You might want to put your phone away because you get distracted.
Okay, mine?
No, his.
I was getting to something that I want to start Showstar with. Because I mean, Showstar is on Showstars House. Got already rolling? Okay.
On all the cameras?
You call it Showstars House,
Showstars
right?
House, yeah.
And then I mean, people know so much about you, yet so little about you at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah. Like,
so, because people decide what they want to give out.
exactly. So I think, remember how we ended the last week's episode with Siatwambo? You asked him those 10 questions.
Yeah.
I think I've just a few that we can start from with Showstar.
Speaking of,
Yeah?
I went to Tualumba.
Right. Oh, Siatwambo. Which one?
The
The
resort?
one in 11 miles.
Cover Road?
Good Lord, yeah. Have you been there?
I have, no?
You have been?
Yeah, I've been.
It was my first time there yesterday. Have you been there?
I've seen the billboard right outside the place, yeah.
Have you been there?
I've just seen
See,
the billboard.
he answers every question like he's talking to the police. I ask him if he's been there. He says, I've
Like
seen
I'm
a
having a
billboard.
bag of weed.
Man, that man has outdone himself.
No, he's done an amazing job with that joint.
Do yourself a favor. Go there.
Take the kids, eh?
Take the kids, take the wife, take the side chick.
And make sure, make sure he takes you around.
Himself.
Yeah, make sure he takes you around himself.
Like, he took me
He'll
around.
be able to explain to you and show you things that you might not ordinarily see if you go by.
If you took me around the VIP section.
I can say it like this. Yeah.
Kauai, there's waterfalls, there's a dam, there's an island.
Yeah, man.
There's a beach. Not the beaches that you like. The one with the sand.
Pronounce it correctly, bro.
No.
You said there's a bitch?
You get excited. Regardless of how I pronounce it.
What is the difference in pronunciation?
There's beach
and
there's sand.
bitch.
And what he said is bitch.
Okay,
There's a
bitch.
bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the female dog.
So I think you meant the beach.
The beach.
That's the one. Because he gets excited. Doesn't matter how you pronounce it.
Fam.
His eyes light up.
Anyway, welcome to your Dad's Ed podcast. My name is K+.
Yes, it is.
And
I think at a certain age, you need to just start using your name, bro.
It's
When I
K+,
grow up.
baby.
Elson is my name. Uncle Elson.
I put some respect on his name, eh?
Put some respect on it.
And today we're a very interesting guest, man. Like, this man has been sung about by almost every celebrity, well, every musician in this country that's worth his salt. Talk about people like Macky2, Afunika, Chef 187. The list goes on and on and on. He's the stuff of Zambian folklore. He's a DJ. I'm yet to see him in the mix though.
Walking
He's a
encyclopedia,
radio presenter, he's a DJ
Google.
presenter, walking Google.
I'll explain why I call him that. He knows, that's why he laughs.
Flipping to page 3 in describing this man, he is an all-round entertainer. He's done it all, except singing, dancing. What haven't you done in the Zambian entertainment industry?
Porn.
Singing and dancing.
Singing and
Film
dancing.
I've done. I have done film.
You've done porn.
Porn!
Oh, I thought you said film.
No.
Or
And I
it's-
like how you
or
agreed.
Yeah. Well, it's filmed to some extent.
When you say porn, you mean publicly or like in private? No, like I just wanted to get the logo straight.
Well, which one have you done?
We'll talk about it at the end of the show.
I like this guy.
Anyway, remember this episode is brought to you by Unkago as well. There's taxis, there's taxi hailing companies, and then there's Unkago.
Bruh.
People are already thinking Elson owns shares in this company because of how he talks about it, how I talk about it passionately as well.
I got a comment. People think that we own Unka.
Yes, and well, we talk about it passionately because I think it's just something worth talking about. And it's not only because of the security. I mean, we've been seeing more and more stories, people complaining about other taxi hailing apps and how they're getting attacked, how, you know, they're not getting the service that they expect
You
with a
sent
taxi
me-
hailing app.
you sent
I
me-
sent you a screenshot this morning
Yeah.
of somebody complaining.
Don't talk like that.
I did send you a screenshot this
No,
morning.
man, not like that. People know there's something different.
I sent you a screenshot this morning. How did I say it?
Relax. I want to have a conversation with Showstar. Have you realized something different about this man's demeanor?
After or when?
After what? Repeat that.
After we started the show or before?
There you go. You've noticed that it's now two different people, right?
How am
Because
I different
now-
in any way?
This is not how you are talking. This is
The
not how
Red
you
Bull
are.
has kicked in, bro.
I always say to this man,
Red
like
Bull
the
has
minute
kicked
that the mics and the cameras come on, okay, so you know what? We have got like, dude, just come the fuck down. Just talk the
Can
way
I
you
just
were.
enjoy my presentation?
No, man, just talk the way you
Can
were.
I enjoy my Red Bull? Can I enjoy podcasting?
Because you're on radio for quite a while, and I want to get into the psyche of somebody that has been on the mic. Is it a persona that the both of you that you inhabit?
You can talk in the mic as
No, I want to look at you. That you inhabit when the mics come on. And when the mics
Elson,
cut, you become somebody
it's
different.
called passion, it's called excitement. When I get on the microphone, I may become a different person because that's when the passion comes out.
So the passion...
Forgive me, that's my passion talking.
So okay, Jay-Z. So the passion comes in when you've got a big black thing in your mouth.
Not a dick,
So I'll tell you
a
this,
microphone.
Elson.
Yes, sir.
When the mics are on, you kind of like step into a character.
Into a what?
It's like a character, like
Right.
when the way actors do, like you step into a Showstar guy.
So do people actually really know who you are, or they know the character
On radio.
on radio?
When you do radio, like the one I've done for quite some time, where you talk to people every day in the morning, you have to give people need to know you. You have to give bits and pieces of your life,
Of who you are.
Yeah. You might because then that's what control is. You have to decide what you want to give out. You can't give out everything, but you are allowed to make people feel connected to you by giving them what is relatable.
What radio station were you on?
QFM.
For the longest time.
Well, I've done Horn FM, then I moved to Q.
Horny FM.
Horn FM.
Oh, Horn. All right, cool.
Yeah, you don't know about Horn FM?
Evelyn Hone, remember him?
Evelyn Horn College, there's a station that they use to teach
There's a lot of baddies
journalists.
there. There's a lot of bad. Listen, what we forgot to do was finish off with Unka.
We're
We
talking
got
about...
too excited.
Plus, remember when you book a cab... My bad. When you book a cab with Unkago, first of all, you download the app. It's going to ask you for a reference, like where did you... It does that, right?
Yeah.
Where did you hear about it from? How did you get here? So when you get to that part, when you're downloading the app, reference That's That Podcast. I think it's going to be TZP or That's That Podcast. And also when you're booking a taxi, promo code TZP30, TZP30 gets you a 30% discount.
These are the gifts that we give to you because we love you so much. Which camera is on me, Gob?
So because you're not paying to watch That's That Podcast,
No.
at least spend money on the people that pay us.
There you go.
It's that simple. The
Then
equation
that
is
way
simple.
we don't have to count your pockets.
And we don't have to come to you
Because
asking
if
for
you're
money.
not going to support them, we're going to come to you. And we take Angola as well. We see you in the streets. If Kalenga or myself have ever made you laugh, you owe us money.
Ish, man, the country owes us money.
Lots.
The country owes us
If
money.
you've ever learned anything from this podcast
About lizards sucking cow's tits, you owe us money.
there you go.
Showstar.
Yeah. There's been a lot that has been happening with other taxi hailing apps.
Thank you. Yep. A lot that's been going on in the
The
other side.
screenshot that you sent to me.
Yes.
It feels like that's been happening quite a lot.
Attacks.
Was that a complaint?
Yeah. One of the other taxi hailing apps, some lady this morning, actually Kalenga Muvanga. You know Kalenga Muvanga?
Yeah.
Formerly of Radio Phoenix. She was
Yes,
complaining this morning about how she's traumatized because of an attack she had from one of the drivers from one of the big taxi hailing apps in this country. We don't mention any names because, I mean, we're here to talk about Unka, so we'll not mention any other. But this has been going on. There's been killings, remember, just in the past month, 2 of them, and now she's complaining publicly.
So the driver attacked Kalenga?
The driver. And she actually even put up a photo of the back of the vehicle with a number plate showing. She's not afraid to talk about this.
Has she forwarded the complaints to the police or the owners of the app?
I'm sure she has. I mean, I'm sure they've seen it because she mentioned their
Because
name.
if nothing is done about a situation like that, it means that to continue happening.
And I also heard that they've hiked their fares by 23%.
Oh yeah?
That's big.
They've hiked their fares by 23%.
For real?
Yeah. Hey, something that I also want to find out about taxi. You look like you drive a fancy car, so this doesn't apply to you. Are you married?
Yes, I am. And
he drives a BMW.
Why did you have to stress that point?
Because I know he's too much of a humble guy, so let me bring it up for him.
Okay.
Speaking of taxi, we're not talking about my car. We're talking about taxis. I have taxis. I have taxi drivers on
the other taxi hailing apps.
Yeah. But as of yesterday, I'm registering them with
Unka.
Yeah, because I had a conversation with the guys from Unka.
Yeah.
And they gave me information that I needed, you know?
I feel like it is not just the people that use Unka as passengers, but it's a really good business opportunity. You get rapid response. For example, if your driver is getting attacked.
Yeah.
Do you know this? They have part of the security
And
companies.
you talked about insurance as well.
Insurance.
Yes.
If the driver or the passenger gets injured while on a ride. There's quite a lot. Another thing that I wanted to bring up. I don't have proof. But this has been widely speculated that Uber specifically, and I know Unka doesn't do this, and that's why I'm mentioning this. Do you know that, pay attention to this, because this will blow your mind. Do you know that if you have got a low battery on your phone, your fare goes up?
If you've got a low battery on your phone,
Yes.
your fare goes up.
Yes.
Is that with Unka or with other guys?
With Uber.
Or Uber?
Yes.
Oh yeah? So your phone has to be fully charged.
And you know the psyche behind that, right?
No, please.
You've got limited options. You can't say, I've got 10 minutes to choose what car I want. If your phone has got 5% battery, you're going to take the car that comes first.
Yes.
So if they're going to charge you double that, you have got no choice but to take it. Otherwise, your phone's going to go off.
Anyway, when it comes to taxis in Zambia, use Unka Go. Showstar, welcome to the TZP podcast.
Thank you, K+.
You're always
Elson?
putting people in the hot seat. People say we are tough with the questions, but you're tough.
I've been speaking to
Nut,
this dude since, when did we start this conversation? At the Jameson event, right?
Yeah,
You remember?
at the Jameson event, yeah.
We sat on the same table.
Yeah. Was it the Jameson event?
At the quorum.
Oh, at the quorum, yes.
You remember
Oh,
that,
yeah,
right?
yes.
This man here he's become his wife's pet.
Yeah.
So he doesn't go out without her say so.
Oh, yeah?
I need to give 5 days notice, put it in PDF.
He needs to. He needs
Supporting documents.
It's like when
A
you're
live
applying for a plot with the
location.
government, you need to put it on notice board like a month before. I'll be going out on the 30th of March.
a live location,
live location.
random video calls.
Video calls after 5 minutes. What did you do, K+?
Well, about that. I will write a whole article about that.
Man, I don't envy
Nah,
you two
but-
niggas.
but-
Well, you
but you
two
know
niggas
Showstar.
with gob.
You've been in the entertainment industry for a long time, man.
Yeah,
and
man.
For a stretch of 10 years, I was out almost every night. And I think I'm tired and done with that life, man. I think you can relate to a certain extent.
Yeah, man. When you do it for too long, it becomes monotonous and you just want to do something else.
I was talking about how you're always putting people in the hot seat, and today it's you. It's your turn, bruh.
I'm here. I'm ready.
It's your
How
turn.
does it feel?
And No, I'm excited.
You're good? You're chilled?
Yeah, I'm chilled, man.
Beautiful.
I hope you're gonna give me the best you can give
Nah,
on the show.
we've changed. 2024, something happened to this guy on New Year's night. He changed. You've interviewed almost every big name in the industry. Just off the cuff. Let's talk about females for a little bit. Who's your celebrity crush in Zambia?
This man is married.
It's
And
a
that's
crush.
the thing.
The wife
This is a
wouldn't
good
mind.
guy.
It's just
I
a crush.
I like Elson.
It's just a crush, bro.
There's a lady I like on Zambezi Magic. I don't know her name, but she's
Is she a
got the
presenter?
looks.
Is it
No, she's an actor in Pali, but I don't know her name.
what's her
And that's the thing. I don't watch it that much.
describe her?
It will take time describing because it's not like I go to
If she's
bed
got a
thinking.
big ass, bro, I say she's got a big ass. I don't know why you're stuttering and using too many words.
Let's see. The last episode I watched, what happened? She if you watched in Pali 2 days ago, they found her in the fields. She fainted. I don't know her name in Pali.
Gob, does anybody here watch Pali? Mary, Gob's wife. Do you watch Pali?
Who is he talking about? Everybody forgets her name.
Jesus.
No, it's. I'm a married man. I don't
Good
go
answer.
to sleep
Thinking about her.
thinking
about-
about her or
Good
researching
answer.
or knowing her name or anything. It's like I'm watching TV. I'm like, oh, she's nice, and then I
And then you
move on
move
with
on.
my life. Yeah.
Just because you're married doesn't mean you're blind.
Come again?
Just because you're married doesn't mean you're blind.
Doesn't mean I'm blind.
Right. It's what you do after you see what's attractive.
Exactly my point.
That matters.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude, of all the people you've interviewed,
So it's the Mpali chick.
Sempali chick.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you and your wife, I know this is like a very white and Western thing, but do you and your wife have like one pass where if your wife has got a celebrity crush, if she ever runs into that dude, that's the one guy that she's got a pass to smash, and you the other way around?
My wife is not interested with this lifestyle I have or this celebrity life. She's
No, but I'm sure
I don't know.
she watches movies or likes music.
yeah, but she's got a different lifestyle. Like she's not interested in who's who.
Right.
She's not. I think she's just happy that I'm able to do this and provide for the family, and we follow our goals. She's not like, hey, that guy is handsome, or baby, what's happening to you? I saw you on the Z podcast. She's probably never gonna watch this interview. Also, she's not like interested.
Or she hides it very well.
Come again?
Or she hides it very well.
Or maybe she hides it very well. But I would know, man. I would know if she, because then I would be able to pick up on her interests and whatnot.
Sounds like we're married to the same woman, eh?
I was about to say the same thing. Sounds like you've just described his wife.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She's not interested, right?
She
My wife
has got zero fucks to give about anything.
Yep.
The other time I interviewed the president, and the whole country is talking about how
You
I
interviewed the who now?
the president of the Republic of Zambia.
Look at him showing off now.
No, I'm not showing off. I'm just saying how not interested my wife is.
Because
Like,
we've been trying to get the president on the podcast.
No, we haven't really. Have we really though?
Well, we've gotten. in
But
touch
we've
with-
heard he's watched 2 episodes.
oh yeah?
Yes. We have it on good authority. And can you guess the reaction that he had as he was watching the Sean Temple episode? What kind of reaction do you think he had as he was watching that?
Who? The president or?
Yeah, the president.
Well, Sean Temple.
Laughing.
He was laughing?
Yep.
It was like an episode of Big Bang Theory for him. Just
Oh, yeah?
comedy, yeah.
Okay, sometimes Sean Temple can be a comedian.
Yeah, he can be, man.
So yeah, that's not how interested she is. Like, everybody's talking about how you sat down with the president and you're talking to him, and she's... I don't think...
Jesus Christ.
What's her name again?
I have no idea.
Dude, what's the name of that lady dressed like me? Just please tell her to.
Shut the fuck up.
The president might watch this. This is the president's friend, bro. Watch your language.
My bad.
I'm not the president's friend.
I'm very sorry.
You're not friends with the president now?
No, I'm not the friends with the president. I'm the guy who interviewed him, and we did some...
How
interviews.
How was it? How did you learn that? Tell us
Again?
leading up
How
to...
did you get him on your
Yeah.
show?
Yeah, so it's just not the guy you call like, oh, so Mr. President, you've seen me interview other people. I'd like to also host you. No. You have to
go through other people?
go through the people around him, yeah? And then they also have to trust you that you'll be able to act normally around him. And they should be able to trust that you'll be able to have a good
What's the guy's
conversation with
name
him.
that we've been talking to? Mike, is it?
From State House.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name.
I can, I always give you numbers. You should just ask,
Wait,
Oh, so this is how Elson has every number in the industry. It makes sense now. We always run in the podcast like, talk about Solochi. Oh, let me call her.
Now my secret is out.
Call her. Now the secret is
Now my secret is out.
No, just ask. Like, dude, I want access to the president. Who do I talk to? I'll hook you up.
Look at this guy.
Look at that.
Levels.
But how was it though?
What's
So
nice,
people
man?
mentioned, do they do a background search on you?
You can't know. How can you know? You can't know. Can you?
I don't know.
I'm in a public space. I'm sure they will ask. They can talk to a lot of people around me, but you can't know. But then it's a thing that you know that they must check.
All right. And so the day off, well, what did you do this? At the State House? Did he come to you?
No,
At his
community
house?
house.
Say again?
Community house.
At his house.
So we did it from community house, yeah.
Right.
So it's very punctual because they obviously have these program days before you do it. So you get there, you find actually my guy is delayed to set up because he was already there and
He was sitting on set with you.
yes, he was sitting on set
I hope
with
you
me
fired these guys.
when the guys are doing their
was he
stuff.
president then?
No, just like some months before he was president.
This is on Showstars House or QFM.
This is on QFM breakfast show, but then it was live on Facebook, on his page, on mine, on a lot of pages. If you go on Facebook right now and search or YouTube,
Right.
you'll find the interview. Yeah, but it was really huge for me. Like
This guy really calls.
It was a big opportunity, man. Did this change your life in any way?
it did, man. A lot of people expected that maybe I'll take the controversy or
Right.
anything to him, but like this is a gentleman who is, you know, that half the country loves this gentleman, and maybe half the country is not in love with him. So you know, you don't know who's who. So you might, and it's like a make or break interview. So you either do it right or you do career suicide on yourself. So you do your best. First of all, you need to, you know, when you're interviewing politicians, they like to do the talking
Right.
the whole time.
Yeah.
So if you're not careful, you might just go to like a listening session, you know, or a lecture. So you need to know where you
firm.
can say, Mr. President, now I need to come in, you know. Also, respectfully, you have to do it the whole interview. And my highlight for me is at the end of the interview, he looked at me and he said, "You're really very good."
Wow. I hope he's going to say the same about us when we're done with him, eh?
I hope
Do
so.
you think so, Elson?
No, I don't think so.
You're not going to be able to hold your mouth?
I think he's going to curse at us. You especially.
Curse at me?
Yes.
He likes me.
What do you mean he likes you? What, because you made him on the plane one time?
Twice.
This guy's got a fake story of how he met the president of America. And he always tells this fake ass story. I look at him like,
fake ass story.
don't nobody believe you.
Okay, but I'll tell you this.
I've
Whatever
got
I
both
do,
his numbers, but I've never called him
What,
before.
okay, you know what? Hold on. Bring your phone out.
I'm not calling the president.
No, I didn't say
He
you're
wants
gonna
to
call him.
he wants to compare numbers that I have.
I want you to tell me the last 3 numbers because he's got his number. Now you get to prove it. Tell us the last 3 numbers.
Kepler, show us the numbers that you have.
No, he changed his number when he went to State House.
I told you this nigga's so lying.
Dude, listen, he gave me the number in what, 2020?
Shut
Of course I've lost the number.
Even the number that he had in 2020, I've got like 3 of his numbers. So
Yeah, he gave me 2. He gave me,
Let it go. Let it go.
So, but then when you do have a chance to interview him, be firm, do your job, be balanced. He's gonna like you.
sorry, I'm just checking if it got saved on Google Drive or something.
You do not have it. Don't embarrass yourself. He's always been lying.
That's the line. Saying he's got the president's line.
I don't have it.
Type it. He types in Haka. And he says, result
Not available.
found.
Results not found. Search results not
Not
found.
found. Oh, no, it's in the Samsung.
Oh, shut up. And you never move with it, right?
I never moved with
I
it.
see. That's why his number is.
Dude, of all the celebrities you've interviewed on Showstars House, QFM, who's been so fascinating for you that you'd love to trade your life with them?
Like I'd like to change my life for them.
Trade.
Live
A day or a life in their shoes.
trade. I don't know if I love anybody's life that much in the country. Just who have I interviewed? Male or female?
Doesn't matter.
Mizingamero.
Why her?
She's got it all sorted out, man.
Why do you think so?
I like how she talks about how her background is like for the way most of us have come. Like we have this humble background. but then she pursued her career and went all the way to the top in her career. And she seems to me like she can just call the president any other day, like, so I'm coming to State House tomorrow, and then they'll be like, yeah, come through.
She's a pastor now, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think she's a pastor. Another person, sorry to cut you off.
And I like how she hold your thought. I like how she also incorporates entertainers in her world. You see how she's letting Mampy dress her now, and she's looking all flashy and whatnot. So she's
Mampy can dress though.
You know what I mean?
Ooh.
So
Have you been seeing her post lately? Mampy
has been killing it for the longest time, bro.
Yeah, she has actually.
Just the tattoos on her cleavage used to distract me, but now I look at her clothes.
She has posed like Eve, eh?
Yeah, she does.
Have you talked to her in person?
Yes.
We have interviewed her on the
couple of
podcast
times.
before, but the
okay.
episode couldn't go up because Elson asked her a question and the whole episode had to go down.
Why didn't you just cut out the episode?
She said, no, let's
She
take
said
down the
no,
whole
but
episode.
it had nothing to do with me.
Oh, it had nothing to do with
It
you?
had nothing to do with me. Don't look at me like that.
Sure about
Yes,
this?
I am.
It's because
I will take blame for the
Tim
team
episode. We had to cancel that one. 2 hours gone. We lost that episode.
for the bombshell.
oh, this is all because of questions that you asked them?
Yes.
Yeah.
What question did you ask Mampy before I come to Tim and Bombshell?
Mampy, I asked her what she does for a living.
And she didn't want to let the public know what she does for a living.
Isn't she an entertainer? And
Actually, she answered that question,
She answered it.
and then she didn't realize to say, go ahead, you can give that response.
She realized and said, you know what? In this country, people either buy from you because it's you, or they'll not buy from you because it's you.
Yeah,
So she said, you agree with that?
I do agree. I have a company that I own, but I can't associate myself to that company because of that same reason.
There you go. I always, Kalinga knows this, and I say this on the previous podcast. I tell people that I'm a software developer. I have never come here and said what the name of my company is. And the second thing that I do is fintech. He knows the company that I work with as a partner. I've never come on here, this podcast, and say that because when people want to attack you, they attack your money.
Yes, that's the thing.
That's it.
So it's a good thing. And Tim, what did you do to Tim? Tim is a Christian, guys.
I'll let Kalinga handle this.
Tim, and I don't want to mention the issue now, but it's more to do with his lineage. We spoke about that and it got heated.
Say what you want to say.
No, I'm not going to say it because he still wants to come back.
I'll
We're gonna
say
have
it.
No, don't say it, bro. Let's not spoil a good interview coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not spoil it. He's still willing to come back. So,
Oh,
yeah, it was just something family related that he didn't want to talk about, but yours truly here still went ahead and asked him.
You don't want people to know who his daddy is.
Oh yeah.
And I asked them about it. I
Yeah.
pressed them about it.
Okay. I
You
think
know who his father is, right?
Yeah, I've come across that information. Yeah.
Yeah, or was.
Yeah.
And look at Kalinga. Kalinga makes this face whenever I'm fucking up. Like, oh my God.
Maybe you should be.
Now I'm going to have to firefight again.
Maybe you should be following Kalinga more. If he's making the face, then just know that. Oh, now I need to probably slow down and keep it
The
here.
more I do that, the more shit he does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do it less.
Do what less? Make the face less
Yeah,
or me
make the
talk
face
less?
less. Then
Let
maybe.
me ask you a question, Showstar.
I just need to buy tampons for Elson. He's always on a period.
Yeah. I'm more of a pad guy.
Pad?
Yeah, tampons hurt me.
It fits?
Or the pad or the tampon?
You were about to say something?
Dude,
Constructive.
there are certain guests that have had reservations about coming on the podcast. Maybe the language, maybe the questions. Some people have told us, like, point blank, that, look, I would want to come on the podcast, but I'm really afraid of how volatile and unpredictable your questions are. How do you handle to get people like, musicians that are controversial? And on the other end of the spectrum, you get people like Mzingamelu, who obviously has got an image to uphold. How do you create the balance?
So diversity also comes into play. First of all, if you're going to interview someone, you must know something. First of all, you need to have things you want to talk about, and you must kind of know the person you want to bring in. Also, that also means that you have to know how you're going to carry yourself in that interview. So if I bring in a guy like, say, Macky2,
I was about to bring that up. We'll come to that in a bit.
I am a different presenter. when I bring in HH.
You're a different person. Of
I'm a
course.
different person.
You can read the room.
Yeah. I'm a different person. And I bring in a guy like you, any of you, I'm a different person. So you have to know what you're going to talk about and how you're going to carry yourself.
But
That's
you've
not what
gone
my
down
question
in
is, though.
history.
That's not what my question is. Kaling and I have been masters at that. Depending on who, if we're speaking to a rough kid and he comes here with a fake American accent, we are going to,
The only artist popping.
right, we are going to ride with that. If we speak to a politician, we're going to ride with that as well, right? So we can read the room as well. The problem that we've been facing, particularly, is because when you were talking to this particular person, you used colorful language. Regardless of you having cleaned it up when you were talking to the Minister of Justice, for example, you get what I mean? And you're like, no, but I can give you episodes where it was all clean. It doesn't matter. We're going to look at the episode that you were talking to Auntie Millie or you were talking to Ralph Kid. And based off that, you then cannot talk to an executive.
And also that's the thing. If you've noticed, the episodes that will trend, the episodes that will be watched a lot, are the episodes with a bit of negativity in them. They're the ones that sell. And nobody will pay attention to 1,000 other episodes that were just straightforward and clean and professional and nice. No one will watch and no one will pay attention. So, I don't know, it's entertainment. You go with it.
It's only entertainment.
There are some executives that run businesses that understand that this is entertainment. And
like Right Price?
A platform is a platform regardless. So they'll still come on and they'll still partner with you. Those ones that want to pick and choose, they'll still choose. It's okay.
Well and good.
Yep. Right Price has been an amazing partner.
I'm happy you mentioned Macky2 because you've gone down in history in this country as the only person Macky2 has ever walked out on during an interview. Dude.
That happened?
Oh, you think you've pissed people off?
No.
Ta-da! Legend. Checkmate. Macky2 walked off set.
Tell me what happened.
Well, he spoke
Okay,
about...
you can go ahead. What happened with Macky2, bro?
Well, it was like a normal interview, you know. Prior to that day, me and Macky2 have had like a lot of interviews. We did a lot of interviews, TV, radio. So wait, before
Gotta look cool. As you were.
So I don't know how. I don't know if you guys know that me and Macky2 are close. I don't know if you know that. So even before that interview, I was telling him, "Do you want me to share with you what I want to ask you tomorrow?" No, just go hit me with your best. Okay, best shot you have. Fine.
And you're like, okay,
Let's go. So when we went, and some of these things, it's not like it's things that I'm spiteful or things that I create in my bedroom. No. These are things that you people are talking about on Facebook or in the streets, but you're just afraid to maybe approach the guy and ask him. So when people are having like very uncomfortable conversations, and when I'm having a guest here, I'll ask on behalf of the people, okay, this is what is being talked about in the streets. What is your stance? Are you ready to clear yourself out of this? Or you're actually in the middle of all this? So yeah, there was a conversation at that particular time.
About what?
I don't want to bring it up.
Is in the interview public?
Come again?
Is the interview not public? Did you pull it?
It's there.
Is it still there? So you might as well just say it because.
Or you can go and watch it. I don't want to
Yeah, let's not start open old wounds, man.
Look,
it's about his wife. So yeah.
There's a person involved who's very small, and I want
Who's
that person
very small?
Yeah. And I want that person to grow without a lot of
Oh, see, so you've said two different things because you thought it was about his wife.
everything anyway. Combined.
It is.
Huh?
It is.
But he said it's
Dude,
somebody
this
about.
thing blew out of proportion.
Yeah,
the
like
timing.
everybody has watched. Why? How come you haven't watched that part of the
He was in
my
Belgium.
interviews? Come again?
He
Or it
was in
wasn't
Belgium
TZ?
at that
Okay.
point, yeah.
Yeah. So
And there was no internet in Belgium. Yeah.
No, I was watching way too much.
so
porn.
you bring up a question, right? Okay, so this is what the streets or people are talking about. What's your position? So I think that kind of like also
Upset
Macky2
him.
being Macky2, he understands entertainment. I don't know if he was entertaining or he was really upset, but he walked out.
But when you cut the interview, did you still speak to him or he had left?
No, we Our lives moved on as friends.
No,
after
I
the
mean
scene.
on
Like
the
in the
day.
in the room.
In the
What
room.
was the situation like in
Did
the
he leave
room?
the
Like he walks
set?
off the set.
No, that was the end of the interview.
So he got in his car and he left.
He didn't leave because we left together. Yeah.
Wait, so when he walked off the set, he still hung around. And then you guys left the set together.
I know it really looked bad on TV.
Yes,
It's like an act now.
that's what I'm.
So let me tell you. He probably also didn't realize maybe what he did to everything when he left. Because after that, we went to PHI. I think it was his mother-in-law's place. Went to pick up something, and then went to Chong to Silverest. He then recently bought something that side, so we went to inspect. Went to check.
ACC watches, bro. Careful.
Let me tell you what happens. After some days, when that interview now started making rounds, when that interview started making rounds, I think it started affecting him after some time. Then he told me, we can't be hanging out as much anymore because now we don't look serious together. We need to create some space. So I'm like, okay, yeah. Then because it wasn't planned anyway. So, but then after some time,
So you mean to tell me you guys have what looked like an altercation about to happen, and right after that, you guys just walked off. There was no conversation about why did you ask me that question? Don't you think it was too close to home? It was too personal?
It was staged. They left together.
no, the interview part was not staged. But after that,
Were there apologies? Was there beef?
no, why would I apologize for asking on behalf of what is being talked about? It's not like I created the story. It's all everywhere on the internet. I just wanted him to give his position.
So he wasn't really upset.
I don't think he was upset because we moved on with our lives after that interview. And like I told you, like after like 2-3 weeks, or like after like a week or so, just some days, then I think it got to him. Then we couldn't hang out as much. But then, that's a long time ago.
But you're cool now.
Oh, we're good.
You hang out more
Yeah,
often
too much.
now.
On Valentine's Day, it was my wife's birthday. Him and his wife and my wife went out of town, the four of us.
Ah, sweet, man.
That's just many of the things we've done over the years. So
That is dope. Can he fix the windows on his what's the black car? Chrysler.
Chrysler, yes?
Jeez, man.
What's wrong with the windows?
I run into this guy at arcades. I stop. It's a left hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's electric,
American.
yes.
I roll down my window and I'm saying hi to him. He had to put his car in park, reach over to open the door, the passenger door. Like, nigga, what's wrong with your window?
Oh, yeah? When was this?
3 weeks ago?
Maybe there
No,
was just...
that vehicle is just... Because most of the time when we meet, I park my vehicle and then I jump onto the same side you're talking about.
And the
Functions
window
just
works?
well. Yeah. Most of the time. And I think I've taken a number of videos where I'm in the car with him.
Word.
It's usually in his vehicle, not in my vehicle.
The last time I got into that car, he came to my place, my house, and I think the window opened. Anyway.
Do you
Yes, I do.
the first time that I got to know about you, before the time that we met at the quorum, was around the Yo Maps issue, the 30-pin issue. Let me tell you what happened. So I'm chilling at home, minding my own business, as I normally do, and then someone sends me a text, and he says, "Oh, there's a WhatsApp group where people are discussing you."
Discussing who?
Me.
Okay.
Do you want to be part of it? So I said, yeah, of course. So he sends me a link to the group. And then I joined the group. And it's your WhatsApp group.
The DJ Showstar and...
Right.
Oh, DJ Showstar and fans.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That group talks about everybody.
And so I get in the group, but I don't say shit. And doesn't
Are you still in the group?
No, I left.
Okay. I'm going to add you.
And doesn't Kandeke just
You
keep
don't just leave this group.
churning out voice notes and voice notes and voice notes? Half the stuff I couldn't understand what he was saying, right? But I could understand a few of what he was saying. I'm like, wow. I was there for a day and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm good.
So I rarely follow WhatsApp groups. So I've muted all the groups I'm added.
Yeah.
So I just see things that I want to see. Sometimes I see like 1,000 messages.
The time that I was there, you never said anything. The day that I was in there,
I couldn't have.
nah, you didn't comment.
Sometimes I probably come in like after 2 weeks. Oh, let me see what's happening. Sometimes someone will tag me. Then I'm like, oh, what's being talked about here? Then I'll go.
But there were a lot of entertainers in that group.
Yeah, there are a lot of entertainment.
Yo Maps was in there, Kandeke was in there. Or are they still there?
Yeah, they're still there.
Yeah.
Your Maps is there. A lot of big names are in my WhatsApp group. So it's long story short, but it's been there. It was created in 2016, but it's still active today like it was created last week.
Word.
Come again?
I said, no, that's interesting.
Yeah, man. So there are times when artists like Roberto, for instance, is being discussed and some mean things are being said about him. And sometimes maybe certain people who are in the industry are also adding onto the conversation. And it looks like I sanctioned the conversation. When in the actual fact, I don't even know what's happening.
Why did you choose Roberto? Were you thinking of the
There was
Roberto?
a time when he called me like, "What's happening in your group? Why are you not stopping your people?" Like, what is being
Wait,
talked
over
about?
the Bianca thing?
No, must have been something else. But I'm just giving you like what happened to you has happened to a lot of people, and Roberto's one of them where they are discussing him because I allow them to discuss entertainment. I just don't allow them to discuss religion.
Yeah, of course, politics maybe.
Politics, yeah, because those things easily divide people.
Yeah,
but they can talk about entertainment. It's fine.
Anything else is fake.
Yeah. So sometimes those things look like I sanction them or I'm part of them. Like I don't even know what people are talking about. I've not been in that group for the last 2 weeks. So it's normal. What happened to you?
No, of course it is. Back then, dude, all this thing is new to me. Big part of why we started this was just to create a platform where we can just talk as dudes like this.
Yeah.
So the attention that came with it was all new to me. It still is. You know, I get weirded out when I go into ShopRite and the person says, else, and I'm like, I think I know this person or I'm supposed to know this person. So I used to be like a really sensitive person. Like you couldn't say anything about me without me feeling some kind of way or retaliating. So the more that it came, because it came thick and fast.
Yeah.
I had to find ways to cope with it because it's not every comment that you could respond to.
No, it's not.
It's not everybody who you could attack. Back then, now I'll be like, fuck yeah, the gloves are off. But then now when this thing started and there's a lot more comments than you can respond to that are coming. Yeah. As you respond to one, there's 10 others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
so you can't keep
with
up.
social media, you can never win, bro.
You can't keep up.
Dude,
So I just left it. And crazy as rumors as well that would just come up. Did I tell you the craziest one that I heard? Because I heard crazy rumors about me. The latest one is that I was having sex with Mtalemwansa.
What did you give out? Did you say anything? Did you post something? Did she? Because rumors must come from somewhere.
The only thing that I said is when I went on Pornhub, because when I jerk off, I go to Pornhub, right? Her name was trending. And then I took a screenshot and I said, hey, listen, your name is trending on Pornhub.
And I'm sure she laughed.
She laughed.
She's got a good sense of humor.
Then she said, can you give me permission to post this on my page? I'm like, permission granted.
It's on Pornhub.
It's
not my site. I just use the site.
$1 billion industry. I use it like 3 times a week.
Using what?
The porn site.
Pornhub. Oh, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's why he's got a big right shoulder.
No,
left. Sorry, he's left-handed.
Is the grip still?
I used to have blisters. They are, if you can see, they're
That's
now
the right hand.
slowly.
That's the right hand.
Yeah, because I had to interchange.
Ambidextric, yeah.
I had to interchange.
So you which one do you use the most? The left hand?
The left.
He's left-handed, yeah.
Yeah. So don't shake.
Why don't you hook him up with like anybody to help him?
Because I
he's
don't have random sex.
Come again?
Plenty.
I don't have random sex.
Dude, you mentioned...
I am a person who is very faithful.
I also mentioned there's so many big names in the WhatsApp group. There's the Yo Maps and whatever. These are not people who are just going to join any WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
I think for me, and I'm sure for many people out there, the question lingers in their heads. Like, how did you become such a powerhouse in the entertainment industry, man?
Dude, I've done radio since 2009.
9?
Yeah, September. And also from the college-based radio station, I won ZMA. Should we still continue with this interview, or we should go and
we continue.
We should go and what? Finish that sentence off. I want to hear how that sentence finishes.
go and feed our eyes?
Showstar.
So I was saying that I've done radio, right? Since 2009. And in 2016, after I won the Best Male Radio DJ, the ZMA. Remember the ZMA Awards?
Yeah, you and I were in the same category and you beat me.
Of course
You
he
also
did.
there, right?
Yeah, I was in the same category.
Yes, of course he beat you.
Yeah, he did.
Do you see who
look
you
at how
talking
happy-
about?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's a powerhouse.
When we speak of a DJ, he's the one that needs to stand up. Him and Switcher.
Now, listen, and we'll come to this. You're talking about?
Yeah, so from there, then I moved to a radio station that I consider one of the biggest commercial, privately owned, QFM. And I did breakfast show there for because it's countrywide.
Not Hot FM?
No, Q.
No, not hot, Q.
No, I said when you say the biggest that you
Privately.
consider.
When I say big, no, you'd be surprised, bro.
Reach.
You'd be surprised.
Reach QFM is bigger.
Have you ever seen any statistics anywhere? BBC has them.
Uh-huh.
The biggest, the most listened to radio station in Lusaka is Komboni FM.
That I can agree.
You agree?
No,
I
that
agree.
I've known for years, yeah.
That I can agree.
Also, I'm not discrediting the station you mentioned. Also, if you look at the statistics, they have one slot where they are topping.
Which is what?
Obviously, you know the
Breakfast?
show. Yeah. Then at 9 hours,
Dips.
I'm not hating. Go and look up the
Facts.
statistics.
Big facts.
Shame.
Yeah.
Poor Ketura.
And then also in the evenings they do this a bit.
Right.
Not like it's flat in the after. Anyway, that's what the statistics show. So the most streamed radio station is Kombon. So most of us just have shows where we're like this, then flat. So when I said, and it's an opinion anyway, when I said
The biggest.
I was talking about Reach.
Right.
QFM is countrywide. You know, they have the frequencies in Chipata, Livingstone, Northwestern Province, Northwest, Lusaka, and the numbers could be different, but I'm talking about Reach.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Got it.
We're talking about how you became this big powerhouse that's so respected and
Bro, you have to
in
look
the
at you have to look at consistency. You have to look also. You don't have to choose who you help if you've got a chance of helping out someone. There are times when you've helped out this upcoming artist who no one knows from Kabwe. Someone brings him to you, and then you welcome him, and then you tell him, "Let's do this, let's do that."
You can't talk about Matthew
You
Morham
find
that way.
shows. Come again?
You can't talk about Matthew Morham that way.
No, we're not. I'm talking about an upcoming artist.
From Kabwe.
Yeah, I'm still telling a story. You find him shows here and there, and tomorrow is the biggest brand in the history of Zambia.
Yo Maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that, and then you know how Yomaps knows where he comes from. He respects the people that have helped him.
Right.
So me being in that position, you can't say you single-handedly, but you put like a brick. You know what I mean? Put like a brick or for
One of
him
the
to
building
step
blocks,
on his
yeah.
way. Yeah. So you're respected like that, and if people like Maps can respect you publicly, everybody else will. They're like talking about how we built to be here. We've done interviews with just small people to big fishes like people in State House. So it's not something that you do. You wake up and you are in those spaces. You know what I mean?
You build that over time.
Yeah. So it's because you build. Because even when certain people want to come to your platform, they look at the track record and see what you've done. Also, it's about am I going to benefit if I go to this interview, or it's just him benefiting alone. So if the feeling is mutual, people always come through.
You know the first time I heard of you? Well, I used to hear, because the time I would hear of you, I was also on radio on the Copper Belt. And then hit song 2013 or 14, Afunika, and were the only two DJs mentioned on the song. You and I, yeah. Yeah, that one too. And also It's Selema, yeah.
Oh, Selema. Oh, yeah, yes.
Well, the only two DJs mentioned on that. You and I were the only two DJs mentioned on that song.
Oh, yeah?
He put that in his CV. That's how he knows. The only two songs that he's mentioned.
Oh, yeah, because
I got curious. Who the hell is this guy?
I think because of mentions from a lot of Copper Belt artists.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I had some people who thought I was from the Copper Belt. Some people who didn't know me.
I thought you
here.
were from Chingola for the longest time.
For real?
Yeah, because I mean, most of the Chingola guys were the ones talking about you. Macky2, on almost every, well, not most of, a lot of his early songs. Macky2 would either mention me or you in his early songs.
So I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
Let me run you through this. Before the Copper Belt guys came on the scene, Obviously, I'm a DJ, but I wasn't like Showstar. But it's just like a small Showstar. I wasn't like Showstar. Like when you're like, Showstar, which Showstar? Oh, Showstar from 1FM. Oh, when does he play? I used to be friends with one of the powerhouses in Osaka then. Very close. So then came the Kopala
Wave.
Kopala and Lusaka beefs and whatnot. So the person wanted to personalize me. Like they wanted me to just support their house. And I can't have anything to do with anybody from the core belt. And I knew what I wanted, and I knew where I wanted to go. I knew I wanted to be the godfather of Zambian music. So if I'm going to be the godfather of Zambian music someday, there's no way I'm going to separate who I can promote and who I cannot promote. So they gave me a choice, whether to put them behind my back or go with them or embrace everybody else. I embrace everybody else. That's how come you find that sometimes I feel like people like Afunika, Macky2, and everybody else, Pilato, they used to come visit Lusaka and go back. They needed like guys like my guy. And if I go to Lusaka, if I need maybe airplay or anything from this space, I can call this guy. I had to be available for them. So people like me, guys were able to be, they were free to hang out with me even when we're not working or anything like that. So that's how come I became friends with people like Afunika and everybody else. It wasn't all about radio. We could do a lot of other things other than radio. So that's how come you say that, they would do a lot of shout outs and whatnot.
I was convinced for the longest time that you were from Chingola.
Yeah, so they carried me on like, this is our guy, even if he's from Lusaka, but this is our guy. So yeah, I wasn't surprised.
And you have no idea what those shout outs did to my bookings, man.
For real?
Yeah, especially after Afunika's It's Cinema.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I had bookings all around the country.
That's dope.
One mention from Afunika and I had bookings all over the country.
Afunika was hot then.
Ah, my G. That one mention, I started doing weddings in Lusaka. I was booked for concerts when artists are performing. They would call me to come DJ as well. But do you feel like DJs are sort of becoming irrelevant, especially with the coming in of streaming?
They're taking over. Taking over is the word.
DJs can now do their own thing. Sorry, artists can now promote themselves on social media and whatever. So it's like DJs are slowly becoming relevant, right? In terms of music promotion.
Yeah, so the thing is, it's something that we need to accept.
Times have changed.
Times have changed. Right now, as an artist, you don't really need 100% to be dependent on TV and radio or a DJ. It's how you brand yourself. If you can get yourself some good numbers on social media, well and good, because all your fans are there. Those are your ambassadors. Those are the people that will take that link and take it somewhere else. So you really need to build yourself some numbers on social media, because if you don't, man, everybody's, not everybody, but most of us are watching social media. You know what I mean? So we're watching the people that we follow. So if my favorite artist puts out like a video now, I will not watch for Smooth IK to play it on Friday night.
In 7 days.
No, and this is not a diss. I'm just giving an example.
You don't
right?
get that joke, do you? All right.
You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not dissing IK. I'm just giving an example.
Facts.
If a news story comes out now, we're not waiting for the 19 hours
news. You can see it now.
Right? So you're seeing it now. So you're better off creating some numbers for yourself so that you can have a voice. I can tell you this is 2024. Those guys are already there, but like maybe 5 years from now, a guy like Mwevantu, Kalemba, or Nkani, those guys are going to be like the most powerful people in the country because of the voice, bro.
Dude, based off what you've just said, because I do watch a lot of how some of these artists interact on social media. And I am of the opinion that I'm sort of on the fence. I don't know if an artist should speak to their fan base themselves or they should have a social media manager. Because there's certain artists who have got amazing songs. Songs are topping the charts. They're extremely popular. but they get into these silly arguments back and forth on social media, which I feel has a direct impact on their image and their brand. You know what I mean? You have somebody who's sitting in their mother's basement, deliberately trolling.
Yes.
And then somebody
That's all they have.
that's all they have. That's all they're doing. And then somebody who's huge responds to that comment. Now they're doing a back and forth on Facebook. It kind of devalues your brand.
And I agree with you. Even when you have huge numbers on social media, I don't think you should show your face that often. Like
I'm
every day.
pretty sure you know the 2 people or the 3 people that I'm talking about.
I have an idea. I don't think it's right for you to be showing your face that often or anything like that. Sometimes we don't trust people, but it's good to have like a social media manager who
Absolutely.
can be professional, respond to people and whatnot. But negativity sells, bro. So sometimes
Drama sells, man.
So sometimes people know that if I say it like this, my screenshot will go all over and I'll get following. So sometimes people do it
But
for
then
that.
again, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that will also then have you lose popularity.
Well,
Because one person that I respect, and I only began realizing this after we had a conversation with him, was Sheffy. If something pisses him off, he's not going to go and rant on social media. He's going to put it in his music.
Wait for the next album.
He will put it in his tunes.
but then how spiteful do you have to be? Like, my album is in the next 4 years and then they piss me off today. Kalenga, you will see.
You see what happened between him and Chela? Over the photograph with the president.
Yeah.
He chilled. He didn't address it on social media. He put it in a song.
Also with Diamond TV.
With Diamond TV, I was like, wait.
Wait for my next album.
He was like, you said what about me? I
No,
said yes.
he's a rapper. He's a very creative rapper, Sheffy 187. I have a lot of respect for him. And it's one of the guys that impresses me. Like I can listen to a whole Sheffy 187 album over and over again.
Same here.
When it came out that night, I don't know, I was at some event, but I started playing it that same night going home and I was taking screenshots of every song that I loved and posting them.
You actually picked out songs that you like from that album? I listened to the whole damn album.
No. On my way home that same night, because I couldn't listen to everything.
I loved every song on that album.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Rock Norun Kumbwa.
Yeah.
Every song. But I think I can rap to every song right now.
Yeah, you can?
I can rap to every song.
I think there's only 3 or 4 hip hop artists that I actually truly like.
And Chef is one of them?
Sheffy.
He's not one of them?
Say again?
He's one of them.
Is he one of them?
Yes.
Okay.
So Sheffy, Bobby East, Slap, and just recently because of this guy, Tim.
Oh yeah, Tim.
Tim's new album.
Sonder.
Bro, Tim has been on that
He
label for a
is
long time.
snapping. He is.
Son.
Before I knew who it was, because I listened to 2 songs, we were riding in the car.
Yeah.
I did not realize this was a Zambian artist.
For real?
I called him and I'm like, bruh.
Chibe Bululu.
What was the
I
song
love
that
that
sounded
song.
like poetry?
You featuring, what's her name again? Her something. What's her name again?
Okay.
Emily.
Man.
Emily Hakola?
It's past.
It's entitled You. It's very poetic.
Oh, yeah?
It's like a little love song on the album.
Nah, he's
I
spitting
need to
some
check it
shit.
Oh, it's
He
brilliant,
is spitting some shit.
No, he's been doing it on that level for a long time. Even just in the Zone Farm days, if you just listen to his
Dude, I think there's. We're speaking earlier about how people know so much about you and yet know so little about you at the same time. And most of what people know is the media side of you. People don't know, and I know you mentioned this earlier, you don't want to talk about the business side or the business name, the company that you own.
Yeah.
But can we talk about your other hustles? I know recently we sort of worked subliminally together on the Let's Chat campaign.
Yes.
Nothing subliminal about that.
No. There's other things that he does. We'll come to that in a bit.
So you guys would like to know I like school very much.
You like school very much.
Yes.
Don't do it. Don't. Yes.
But can I please just...
I've studied at Unza.
Well, hold on. Before you go on, do you know who doesn't like school very much?
I think I may have an idea.
Okay, as you were.
So I'm pursuing a degree right now at an university called ICU.
Intensive
My
care
this year.
unit?
No, it's it's not. It's what Information. That's Communications University.
I think I need to go there as well. Sounds like my kind of thing.
ICU, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really dope. So this is my third year. I cleared everything in December. Got my results last month.
What are you studying there?
Business development.
No, I did that too.
Yeah, so...
Come again? I did, yeah.
So this is my third year.
University of Wuhan in China.
Where COVID came from?
Anyway, these are the things I don't talk about on social media and whatnot, like you said. I like farming.
You're farming right now?
Yes.
What are you
I've
farming?
been doing it for the longest time, maybe 10 years or so.
What are you farming?
I do it with my parents in Chipata, but I've got my own farms. They've got theirs. I'm not there mostly. I just go there to visit.
What are you farming there?
The usual.
Weed?
Not weed.
You say the usual.
What is the usual?
A weed.
So we do maize, we do soybeans, we do other small things, and then we sell to the DEC.
So you're actually making good money from
biggest
this?
bidder. That's good money. It's good money. If you sell to FRA, it's a good payday.
Explains why you always look like money.
It's not like that. Also, I have a branding company. So when we're doing that Let's Chat thing, my branding company is into printing. We print billboards. We brand anything. Yeah, I should have come with my branded.
Yeah, you should have.
And I'll show you some pictures.
I think in that space we're competing, yeah.
Yeah, so we're branding, and then we're also into media buying. So when we're doing Let's Chat, it was my company doing media buying on behalf of Let's Chat. We brought all the biggest influencers in the country, some out of the country. Because I remember Patience Namajingo was one of the guys that were using Telemwanza, Slap D, Macky2, Your Maps, a lot of people. So we're doing it to promote Let's Chat using my company.
What happened to Let's Chat?
And after spending all that money,
Bruh, I don't know. Maybe they thought it wasn't working out or something like that.
right app, wrong time.
Yeah. So maybe they just thought it's not working out. And then also they changed management that side. There's a lady I used to be in contact with. She's Chinese, but she was well spoken in terms of. But when they changed companies and whatnot, yeah. So a number of things. Also, I'm Macky2's personal DJ.
You can actually DJ.
Yeah.
The DJ is in his name.
I decided.
Do you know how many DJs don't DJ in this country? You'd be very shocked.
No, there are some.
Kandeke.
There are some radio presenters that call themselves DJs.
Kandeke doesn't do a lot of things. English being one of them.
Kandeke can DJ?
I doubt, man. Kandeke.
He was a DJ when I met him.
I challenge him to a DJ's battle.
Wasn't he a DJ when I met him? I knew
camera,
Kandeke way back.
I challenge DJ Kandeke to a DJ's battle because I don't think that nigga can DJ.
Oh yeah, is there a problem? Do you have a problem with Kandeke?
I don't have any problem with him. We actually talk.
Oh yeah?
I just challenge him to a DJ's contest.
The way you're addressing him, anyway.
Like as a kid, right?
Yeah, like it's an opponent.
Don't think that all I'm saying is I would love to see DJ Kandeke actually DJing. Who's seen DJ Kandeke DJing?
I have not seen. But anyway,
have you ever seen Kandeke DJing? I don't even think Your Maps has seen Kandeke DJing.
Because Your Maps is actually hired switcher
to DJ.
When his manager has got to turn DJ in it.
Kandeke is a manager, so I don't think he wants to be managing the situation.
So say manager Kandeke.
And also DJing. Manager Kandeke. Well, maybe you should have Kandeke on this show and maybe, you should do
he doesn't want to
DJ
come on the show.
No, he posted saying, I'm practicing my English, like I'm not ready for that Z podcast, so Kandeke.
I used to DJ a long time
God
ago.
said he's not going to come.
He's not going to come?
Come again?
You spoke to him personally, he's not going to come. You spoke to him. You know he's...
But if you talk to him on a different day, he would be like, let's do it. I think.
I'm good.
So I used to DJ for nightclubs a long time ago, 2009, 2010, 2011. But then I realized I wanted something else. I didn't want that nightlife a lot.
Dude, you and I, our lives are very similar.
So yeah, I chose to...
Except he drives a BMW.
And I drive a Benz.
Old beat up Benz.
Have you seen his Merc? His BMW?
No.
I'm not saying anything though.
Yo!
Anyway, you were saying?
So yeah, I decided I wanted something else. There are a lot of things that I had to let go because I wanted something else for my life. For instance, there are certain people that I loved so much and I loved to hang out with, but I had to put them behind me because I wanted something else for my life and I didn't see them and the other things together with where I wanted to be. You know what I mean? So I had to let go of people, I had to let go of things, and then I had to take a different path. And I think I'm very happy with what I've done with myself.
Tell
Congratulations.
me, I'm not the only one who feels this, but there's a certain way people just treat you with no respect when they hear a club DJ.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And I didn't want that anymore. That's why I quit the club.
Just DJ itself. People think you are just a guy who goes to press next. DJ. I've come on social media, people saying I'm addressing a serious issue on Showstars House, and just because maybe that day, whatever I'm addressing is, you feel some type of way about the opinion. No, you are just a DJ. You don't have any information about it. But like, do you know what level of education I am just because I don't tell you? Do you know that I sit down and argue with two lawyers with different opinions before we can come up with the final product we give you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they think a DJ is just a guy who gets Macky2's CD and puts it in there and then press next. And look at, for instance, Chela Katushi.
Right.
People think a DJ just carries a bag and removes CDs and plays, and then they get their speakers and go home. Look at what Chela and other people have done for themselves with their lives.
Chela who?
Chela Katushi, not Tukuta.
Not just even him. Flavor FM.
Who, Gesh?
Gesh. Look at Gesh.
Right.
Look at what Gesh has done with himself. If it was just an ordinary DJ, look, do you know what qualifications Gesh has?
Plenty.
But he's just known to be the guy who used to do gigs and he does radio. But like, people have changed the narrative. People have gone to school. People are doing the most out there. Just because someone carries the name DJ and whatnot doesn't mean they are not knowledgeable.
I think
Doesn't mean they don't support people. Like, I tell you this, I support like a lot of people doing school in different professions. But I'm not going to come on social media and say, you know what? My sister or my brother, or you know what I mean? Or at home I stay in such a house. Like, there's a reason you won't know where I stay. There's a reason you won't see my house. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be part of that conversation. I'll live my life.
Kudos to you on that.
Kudos, man. And also I think a lot of Zambians haven't moved on from the fact that you can make a life outside the normal white-collar jobs that we're used to seeing as success, quote unquote. Lawyers, doctors, teachers. I think people are still stuck in that mindset, thinking that's the only success.
Even just parents.
I mean, there's makeup artists making way more than doctors that I know.
Even just parents. If
you know what I mean?
If he finds a woman and he takes her home and then they ask what does he do? They're like, he does the podcast. What do you think they'll think about him?
Exactly.
They'll probably be like, are you serious? But like,
sadly, I've been there before.
Because it's the same thing. Like,
with your wife's mom? Or parents? Or family?
I'll share
it's
the
the same thing.
story
When I was starting out with my wife, like, what does he do? He's a DJ. You won't last a week. You know what I mean?
He won't be able to take care of you.
Yeah, they told
Which
me you
is
won't last.
mostly true.
Yeah.
There are
But
a few exceptions,
But
yeah.
what I'm saying
Because
is,
to be honest, you guys are the exception to the rule.
we're not.
No, but
have you
you-
seen truck drivers?
No, hold on.
Yeah, those guys make money. Yeah, true.
Truck drivers make money, right? But my point is, the DJs are a dime a dozen. I know a lot of DJs that are struggling right now. The fact that you guys are known and you guys have made a name for yourselves means that you are the creme de la creme.
Bro, I mean,
right? So don't compare what you guys have achieved.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you
sure,
something?
go ahead.
Just like a minute ago, I was telling you about how there's a certain direction I wanted to take in my life. There are certain things I left behind. There are certain people I left behind because I knew if I carried on with this, I'm not going to get to where I want to go. That is in every industry, bro.
I totally agree.
Every industry. So it's not about the DJs who haven't made it. It's in. I've seen people, civil servants who get paid today and the East Park blow as on in one night. The rest of the month and the rest of the month is just struggling, getting Congolese and all that stuff.
I agree with you. There are certain professions that unless you are extremely incompetent and dumb and you've got a talent in fucking shit up, if you so much as just apply yourself, you'll do good. IT is one of them, right? Then there are other professions when all you need is equipment and yada, 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 and a couple of connections, and you're able to begin doing... this is exactly why I'm saying that for you guys to have been known, if you were to ask me now, the DJs that I know, I can say like the good DJs in one hand. But the DJs that are there, that are trying to make it, are a dime a dozen. You get what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So your industry is one of those, unless you're really good at what you're doing, Nobody will really
And
know
I'm
about you.
grateful to God for the blessings that I enjoy in my life. Gratitude is
Nobody will really know about you.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
I mean,
Top in my
the
life,
fact that with you, for example, that Let's Chat had to come to you. You know what I mean? How many other DJs are there in Zambia?
Yeah, man.
So it says a lot about you and your hustler mindset. You get what I mean? This dude here, for him to have achieved what is achieved and the people that call him to do certain things says a lot about him and his hustler mindset. Same goes for Switcher. For him to be traveling all over the world the way that he is. What's that fat DJ who always sweats? What's his name? You say what? No, not Sebastian.
Okay,
What's his name?
It doesn't mean Sebastian, but I can't tell you the name because it's my friend. Can we just move
had
past?
him on the podcast.
Let's move past it.
The one who's at Urban
We're talking
Masai
about my
every
friend.
Friday.
Hey, we're talking about my friend. But let's move past. Say what you want to say, but it's fine. We don't really have to mention his name.
Can you not talk about VGZ that way?
VGZ, there you
Dude,
go.
that's my brother.
I don't give a good goddamn who he is.
Have some respect.
Is he not?
What is wrong with VGZ?
He sweats.
And then?
That's how I described him. Nothing wrong with sweating.
Now put some respect on his name, man.
Bruh,
VGZ has done
that was
so
a
much.
compliment. I said you
A compliment
and VGZ
mixed with an
and
insult.
Sweet.
Wow, I wouldn't know how to take that.
I
though.
forgot his name. Okay, describe VGZ. Describe him.
One of Zambia's top
one of-
DJs.
Yeah, one of the best to ever do this.
No, hold on. But it could mean one of 10 people.
He's got Fuego albums. Like it's going into a third one or something.
No, hold on. If you say one of the best to do it, it could describe one of 10 people. Give another description of VGZ.
You said he's playing at Urban Masai Fridays. The black tie, no black tie, something.
Before he was playing there. Describe him.
Look, I can give a lot of descriptions about VGZ, but
Give me three. Give me three.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, let's move on. I
That
think.
is one of them.
Hi V. See you in a bit.
Listen,
Showstar. I think my last question, man. Like you've interacted with the biggest names before you entered the industry, while you've been in the industry and still going. Two questions actually. What's the best advice you've ever received in this industry, and from whom?
Don't come on Desert Podcast.
No, I put people in the spot where you put people, so I wouldn't not want to miss an amazing opportunity like this. My sister. It was about women and money.
Oh, sound advice.
What was it? Go after both?
No, she said, you see these women, they will never stop coming. Like
Which coming?
both, but in this instance, I'm talking about like new ones showing up.
Right.
Yeah. You can't make them all come. But anyway,
I can't make you what?
You can't.
make them all come.
Oh, speak for yourself, brother.
You can never.
Speak for yourself.
You can't manage.
Anyway, the advice, yes.
Anyway, we'll have this conversation off camera. Yeah, so she said you need to pick one and stay there. Yeah.
Is that what you did?
That's the advice that my sister gave me. What's wrong with you? What was the question? Was the question what advice I was given or if I took the advice?
I never spelled it.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the advice that my sister gave me.
Politician. Wrong fucking industry. Politician. One for. Open your own party, my nigga.
I'm still growing up.
Oh, fam.
I'm still growing
Dude,
up.
my last question, man. Like,
How many last questions do you have? K+?
No, I did say there's two last ones.
Okay.
The last test, if I may. You've got so much respect in the industry right now. Seen it all, done it all. What next for DJ Showstar, man?
Boring ass question.
Bro,
Very interesting answer coming up.
bro, I'm not letting go of broadcasting. There's a reason why I reinvented my TV show from High Five to Showstars House. I feel like every Jim and Jack can do High Five. Like every Jim and Jack can sit here and push any artist to sit here and ask questions. Showstars House needs a lot of research, needs a lot of intelligence. You need to be balanced, and you need to talk to the masses. So I'm gonna continue with that. But in the background, my boys are growing. I want to be an inspiration. That thing they say, best father and whatnot. I want to be that guy in their lives. So you just don't become best father in one day. It's the things that you do every day.
True.
Yeah. For a long period of time. Yeah. And also, I just want to concentrate on my business, growing my businesses. Yeah.
Awesome. As you should.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Anything else you want to?
No. Is there stuff you want to ask Kaling and myself?
Come again?
Is there anything you want to ask Kaling and myself?
Yeah, let's be in Showstars House for 1 minute, yeah.
Anything?
For the next 60 seconds or 120?
You should have told me this question before.
Off the cuff, my man.
How did you... I know you're a foreigner and you're from the Commonwealth. How did you guys meet and how did you decide to...
Through Komba.
Come again?
Through Komba.
MTN.
Oh, you are doing...
No.
Komba called me and says there's a guy you need to meet.
Komba is a mutual friend.
Oh, yeah?
That's it.
So they said there's a guy you need to meet and you need to be doing a show together?
He just said, you need to meet someone, and he told Elson the same.
You need to meet someone. And then we met. And then we realized why.
We met at
Marlin. Marlin.
And we sat for an hour and didn't know why Komba wanted us to meet. And we walked away without any fruitful conversation.
So after you met, how long did this podcast conversation
It took about 2 weeks, eh?
Yeah.
Give or take.
Next question.
Why do you still masturbate at your age?
Why do I masturbate?
At your age?
Because I don't have random sex, Showstar.
Why can't you get we all don't have random sex. Why can't you get like a girl that you can be seeing all the time?
I do have one.
Which one? Your left hand?
No, she's outside the country.
Oh, she's outside the country.
She is, yes.
So when she's out, it's Pamela Henderson.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm
Pamela
not a
and the
hoe.
5 kids.
Henderson,
Okay.
Yes, I'm not a hoe.
Pamela and the 5 kids.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm very
I
faithful.
think those are all the questions I have for the two of you gentlemen.
That's it?
Yeah.
I was expecting more from you.
I'm gonna get you on my show. Then we can have this conversation properly.
Aight.
Both of you.
No, give us a day, time, we'll be there. We'll be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Showstar.
give it to you.
Thanks for coming through, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
I know people would have loved to know which primary
you wanna
school
say
you went
something?
to.
Come again?
You were about to say something?
No, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity, man. You don't call. You don't.
I know you and I have been saying this for quite a while. And we were talking yesterday when you gave me the phone number of somebody interesting.
Yeah.
I called him.
You called him?
I called him.
Is he in the country?
He says he watches it.
For real?
But he's like, nah, I'm good.
Because he travels a lot. Is he within the country?
Yeah, he's around.
Okay.
Yeah, he's around.
Yeah.
He says, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Remember to
But
click on the
there were
subscribe
no
button.
tough questions, were there?
Come again?
Were there any tough questions?
No, there were not. It was a good conversation.
I've always said, is this basically how you answer them? A question is a question. It's how you answer it, which is critical.
Yeah. No, it was a good conversation, I think.
Yeah.
I noticed you guys didn't do a lot of research on me, but it's okay.
Nah, sometimes you just want to have conversation, bro.
You just wanna have a
People
conversation.
know so much about you already on the socials, so we just want to have
And that's the
conversation
thing.
sometimes, yeah.
I've met people say, you know what, she didn't tell me, but like, everything is out there.
Yeah.
Listen, you've been on radio since 2009.
What
Yeah.
don't
What
people
can
know?
you say here that you haven't
That I
said?
didn't say it on radio. Yeah?
Bruh.
That is not even on the internet.
Everybody knows everything about you, including your shoe size.
But nobody knew you farm.
Oh, yeah. I don't
They
talk
heard-
about that much.
They heard it for the first time on the
and
podcast.
that you do not want to answer if you're faithful to your wife or not.
You didn't ask me, did you?
Yeah, yes, I did.
To the next episode. Remember to click on the subscribe button and support the people who support us. Unka go. Book a taxi and remember to use the promo code TZP30.
30.
To the next episode.
Napapata.
Have a lovely day.
Dun 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 dun